Hey guys, I have no idea if I'm live or what's going on. It's all gone a bit weird. It looks like YouTube have changed the way that we go live. So, and I've completely forgotten a cup of water. So I'm going to have to get Coffee Man to get me a cup of water. Because it's been one of them days. But I think you can see me pretty much. By the side of the sink. So I'm hoping you can see. Oh, I didn't want to put it on. Oh, it's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. Oh. Okay.
I'll have an update.
It's just like you can monetize live feeds now. Sorry, guys. So you click on it and it sticks an ad in, so I don't know what's happening right now. If anybody is watching and can see this, please let me know, because I'm now really confused. Hi Jules, hi Wendy. I'm really confused. So they've basically changed how we go live. Beforehand, you would get everything set up and you could either go live by pressing the go live button instantly, or you could set it up for a certain time. But for some reason they've now done it where you've got a whole separate section for setting it up. So if I set it up at like 10:02, I have to then set it up at 8 o'clock. Whereas the first one I did, it went live straight away and I wasn't even ready. So I don't know what's going on. Hi Joe. So I apologise if I'm not with it today. I'm not particularly well, and you're probably bored of hearing that now, but I ate something I shouldn't have. So that's completely messed me over. And now the cat's making a really weird noise.
Yeah, weird.
And I think the cat's been locked outside, that's why.
No, he's in the kitchen waiting for food.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
See, why haven't you phoned me?
I've been sitting sorting out Etsy listings all afternoon. I did a 2-hour live feed on TikTok earlier. Yeah, it was the only way I could stop the live feed. There was no functional way of ending the live stream. So I have no idea what's happened. So I had to set it to private. Not that there was anything to see, but all I can say is thank God I turned the microphone off, because you got me going, what are they doing? It's all changed. But with a, oh, bloody hell, Spangle. You made me swear, Jules, you naughty lady. Thank you, Jules, for my £5. We're going to try this liquid pencil again. And we're going to have a go on an elephant. Because it's been ages. And I'm still not au fait with this as a medium yet. So we'll see how it goes. You sure she's not stuck outside?
No, she's been a tit in here.
That's 2 swear words going on my live feed.
She's been a tit out there.
She's locked outside. Can we stop saying the word? Dee Dee. My cat is just extra special. Aren't you just? Okay, so I'm just putting the blue, the grey and the yellow down. And if you haven't seen my latest unboxing video, you're going to have no clue what these are. Let me see if I can move a little bit, because you've just got a face full of camera right now. Or I have. So, if you haven't seen my latest unboxing video, these are paints that were in my Scrawler box. And they are called liquid pencil. So that's what they're called. And we've got blue, grey 9 and yellow. Although I have to say that in graphite terms, they don't seem hugely different. I'm going to show you. So that's what they look like in the pot. I'm hoping you can still hear me. So this is the blue, this is the grey, and that is the yellow. So you can just about see the yellow because it's got that sort of goldy tone to it. None of my analytics is working either. I don't know what's going on. Can see Coffee Man. Wave Coffee Man. In his usual gaming position, I might add, which is where I will be after this live feed. Hi, Vicky. Ideally, I need to move the camera really, but I'm in a right old sorry state at the minute. Are you raiding too, are you? I don't even know where to start. You can tell it's just been one of them days. So the reference photo I've picked has a really nice dusty background. So I'm going to add that, but I'm probably going to add that afterwards because I don't want to dirty up the background at all. The reference photo would help, wouldn't it? That would be quite helpful. So let me send the reference photo to myself because I am so flipping organised today, apparently. Seriously. What's going on? So I thought it would lend itself to this type of image. God, no wonder people don't watch my live feeds. Yeah, had enough. I thought the medium would lend itself really well to an elephant, and it would give me that sort of grey, misty, moody feel to it. So I thought, why not? And Wendy keeps asking me to do another elephant, and I haven't done one for ages. So this is for you, Wendy. Just for you. So I'm just, no, wrong message. Why is everything so slow? Why is it when you need to do something that everything just sort of, reacts 20 times slower? I don't know how I'm going to approach this. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I have sketched out already, but I sketched using the Derivan sketching pencil. So this is the one that I've used to sketch out the actual drawing itself. So hopefully we can wash this out if needed as we go along, but I also want to use it throughout potentially. But the issue I found when using this on top of the liquid pencil was that it would create this really horrible shine, and it wouldn't really draw. It would just, I don't know, I don't even know. This is the first attempt I did in the video. Hey Rob. So can you see how shiny that is? So it literally is liquid pencil because it is shiny. But when I was trying to get some stuff on top, it just wasn't doing anything. I mean, you can on the thinner areas where the paint's quite thin. So I need to work in light layers on this. So you're coming on a journey with me, guys. I hope you know that, because I'm still very, very new to this medium. But I thought, hey, let's give it a go, shall we? So I've got a little selection of brushes. I don't have any kitchen roll. Oh, have I got any in here before I have to pester Coffee Man? No. I need a bit of kitchen roll when you got 2 seconds, darling. He's got his headphones in. What shall I throw at him?
What do you want?
Oh, damn it. Bit of kitchen roll. He heard. I was looking forward to hearing what you wanted me to throw at him to get his attention.
Batteries.
Okay, here's a quick story for you, right? We used to work at Boots. It's actually how we met. So we worked at Boots for a few years. And this is no word of a lie. This was a little tester pot like this.
500 mils.
Just this little tiny tester pot, right? And he was really driving me up the wall. And it was back in the flirty days, you know, when you flirted and all that jazz. And, you know, after 20 odd years together, that soon disappears. But anyway, it was this size bottle. It was this tiny little size bottle. It was like a 50ml bottle. And he was driving me absolutely crazy. So I threw this 50ml bottle at him. And he behaved like I threw this ginormous bottle of shampoo. So, yeah, for 20 odd years, that's been the ongoing joke if I threaten to throw anything at him. Okay, let's stop yabbering and let's get on. Because I really have no idea what I'm doing. I think I'm going to go over with a light wash first. And I'm going to try the yellow. I don't know. If I can't move the camera over really. I want you to see the paint at the same time. So if I put the elephant there, paint here, and hope I don't splash it everywhere. I have got some of my Cotman in here in case we want to add a bit of colour later on. I'm not, oh my god. Emily's had this brush. Okay, so if you do get round to using this, do water it down because you can't do much with it. Oh, thank you. When it goes on too thick. So you need to work with quite a light wash. So I don't know what colour you can see, but that looks green to me, but apparently it's yellow. But you're supposed to be able to go in with an eraser, and you can, and erase the graphite out of it, which to me then should leave the colour, but it actually takes it all out. You completely wipe it off. I'm going to behave. What's the likelihood of that? In fact, I don't know why it's so... It looks green on there, actually. I don't know. Oh, maybe it's because I've used the washable graphite on top. That might be why, actually. So that was a whole pointless task of me doing this. And my light keeps reflecting. I really don't know what I'm doing. So just, you're going to have to bear with me tonight, guys. And just enjoy watching something come to life, I guess. I think I'm just going to have to stick some base down and just go with the flow. It's always an experience. So I actually think that might be too thick. It's really weird as well because it reacts weird in the water. I don't even know if I can see if I can show you. You see, not really. It sort of sits on top of the water rather than colours the water because I'm making beautiful sense today. No, it doesn't, and it's the yellow that you see the artist do really does look yellow, but I can't seem to get it to look that yellow. It just looks green. We call it bird poo green. But if I just do a whole wash and then I can show you with the eraser. I think I'm going to sort of almost work this in reverse. So we just get a whole wash down. But if you have it too heavy, when you go to erase it, you end up moving the mica, so it gives you this really bad graphite shine. It's really weird stuff. I wouldn't have a clue because I never used graphitints before. Do you mean the pencils? It probably is if you mean the pencils. I've used water soluble graphite, but I've only used it in these pencils. I've never used the tinted version. This is by a company called Derivan. I think it's pronounced Derivan, which is an Australian art company. I'm going to have to erase that out. I've missed the underneath. I guess the one thing I do like about this is that you can have that expressive freedom. You don't have to be constrained. Let me show you. As I say, I don't know who of you would have watched it. What have I done with it? Oh my god. I don't know what I've done with it. I was going to show you the original painting that I'd done, but I don't know what I've done with it. But if you haven't watched the video, it's worth watching because the second outcome I do actually came out really nicely. I mean blocks, but I'm not sure if they work with water. Ah, okay. Oh, I don't know then, to be honest. I don't know. Okay, so I probably should have got my heat gun. Wow. Wow, Benita. You are just like 100% organised today. And where is my heat gun? Can someone psychically tell me down my internet where my heat gun is?
Oh,
It's not under my shirt, is it?
I saw that somewhere.
Did you?
Hmm.
When? Yay! He's a good egg. Thank you.
Plugged in.
Yes, please.
There you go.
Honestly.
Anything else?
Oh, whiskey or two. Actually left a really nice texture on his ear, which means that I don't have to do loads of work. It's left this really, I don't even know how you describe it, like a gritty texture. Offer man. Yeah, Coffee Man is on form, bless him. He's had a fairly chilled day, so he's... Okay, so this section in here I didn't mean to paint in, so I should be able to go in and erase a good portion of what was there. Don't know whether you're able to even see that. But you are technically able to then come in and let's say above the eye here he has a highlight. So I can go in and rub that area out. So can you see that starting to develop there? Then there's one here, for example. So you can see a bit more of the yellow tint when you rub it away. So now I can just go round and sort of pick out some sort of highlights. And I was hoping that I could then, I told you it wouldn't happen. You can come in with the slimmer eraser. There we go. I don't know how much of this light's going to be affected. So let me try and move the light and see if it makes any difference to how much you can see. Because if you are going to get any graphite shine, that's not going to be helpful. That's a bit better, I guess. So can you see that line forming in there now? So you can then go in and pull out some of your highlights. I'm already making a mess, look. Be warned. So I'm hoping if I can just... The eraser that they supplied in the box was one of those that has a rougher end. But can you see how much graphite's actually loaded onto my eraser? Just from doing the video that I did. I've got a few in here, so I might... Let's have a play. Right, can you see that dark? That's because it's smushing the graphite around rather than erasing it. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's not what I wanted it to do. So let me try. I think this eraser is going to be the best one for the job. I think I need a softer one. That's interesting though. So yeah, it is a really strange but interesting medium to use. I'm still undecided just how much I can get done with it because it's just so unusual. I mean, the artist that they featured in the box was just, I mean, her work was phenomenal. It really was. So I'm literally just going to use this to pick out some of the lighter areas. And then I can just go in with a thinner brush. I wanted to do something that wouldn't take a long time so you could see how quickly you can render some artwork up. Not, well, because sometimes you don't have a lot of time, I guess. You don't really see a lot under here. It's eating my eraser up, a good one though. I am using watercolour paper for this, by the way, if anybody is interested. Right, let's see what we can add on. Look at that. Let's see what we can add on. Right, I'm just going to do my quick share out as I have not done that yet. Nope, don't know what their Twitter is, so I can't do that. So let's just tweet it, and then I'll do my normal Facebook, and then we'll crack on. I've got some nice fine brushes that I'm gonna have a go at doing the fine lines with, because I want to be able to add some fine texture without doing a lot of work. It is, yeah. Yeah, just, I nearly brought it into the live feed, but that's the one I'm going to work on. It's quite dark through the camera. It's lighter than that, but that's the one we're going to work on today. So I'm going to do some darker washes, and I'm going to use the blue. I am going to go in a bit thicker because some of this darker wash, I might as well just go in and get it in darker straight away. There's no point in beating around the bush. Might as well just get it in there and get it done. Smaller brush would have been more practical, but you can use the thirsty brush technique on this as well. So if I wanted to, let's make this brush wet. If I want to go in and just pull some detail out, I can do that as well. Just such a strange medium. I'm absolutely fascinated with it. I think it's going to really take me some time to get used to it though. Oh, chocolate cookies. No fair. Like in here where it's really dark, the only thing is I mean, I guess I could add black to it if I wanted to. The set that I got literally only has the 3 colours, so you're pretty limited with how dark you can go. So that's sort of part of the reason why I want to keep this pretty basic. I don't know why I've started down here, because I need to come up here and that's not going to do me any favours at all. Water that down a bit. I'm going to just pull out because I don't want it too heavy around this bit. So if I just pull out from the ink and the paint that's there already, then I can use that to create some of the texture without having to keep going back and refilling the brush. What is it with Bixby? So I want to try and keep some really nice fine wonder if my even teeny beanier brush will help. Let's give it a go. Wow, okay, that is... It will, but I need to keep it quite loaded. So let's... It really does glisten under the graphite. It's almost like I've used a sparkle pen. You can tell I'm not used to using this medium. I'm not as chatty as I normally am. So the colour I'm using for most of this bit here is actually blue. Oh, I'm going to have fun putting the details in on his trunk. Oh, yes. It's going to be fun. Right, I'm going to see if I can just... not thirsty, but I don't know. I don't know. I think you're going to need to talk amongst yourselves tonight, peeps. Right, I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going to work anymore on that side because I will end up smudging everything. So I'm going to dry it, then I'm going to lay a sheet down. I'm going to work from the top down, because I know I'm just going to ruin it otherwise, because the graphite still comes off like normal pencil graphite. So I'm going to zoom you in as well. I thought you might appreciate it if you can see a bit more of the detail. So I need, not to throw things at it. I need to put that up here. I need that sheet there. So let's work on this top bit. And I'm just going to use my thin brush. Not for too long, please. And there's like just dust detail. So what I might do is just get some texture down. Oh, that works. Dry brushing. Okay. Dry brushing works. Let's give that a go. Probably need a softer brush though. Let's try that. Yeah, the texture of dry brushing. And also I guess it's a way of blending the graphite too. Can you see that texture coming through? Okay, we're experimenting now. Let me try and get... I say dry brushing, it's as dry as you can get with paint, but just want to create texture. Oh, look at that. That's what we want. Just nice bit of texture. I think there, where it's a bit too heavy, I might just wet that brush a little bit. That's not going to work. But I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Someone come help me. I do think that's going to work. Wendy, you most definitely should trust me, my lovely, because even if it goes drastically wrong, I'll find a way. I will find a way. Sounds like someone's coughing a lot in there. I have a child that will literally choke on air. I just think it's another alternative way of... I don't know, I like it. I like the effect. You right? You sure?
Go and get some water.
Well, I knew you were choking on air, but it seemed a bit more dramatic than normal. Yeah, I think that texture's going to work. Erica probably has them. Didn't you buy some watercolour pencils or something you were saying? I wonder what happens when... Let's have a quick... Oh no, graphite shine. Oh no, no rubby. Let's take that off. Okay, immediate graphite shine on that. I'm intrigued. I quite fancy having a go at doing a pencil portrait. Animal, I mean, as in... Oh my god, just wet portrait. Jeez. Get my words out in a minute. Oh, okay, okay. Let's try something else. Slightly wet. My tissue's slightly wet. It's all adding to the texture. Just need to create some depth. So I am tempted to tint one of them. So this is the grey, so I'm going to maybe use the grey for my darkest. See what happens. Oh, too much water. I am liking the texture though. So, let's go. God, this is why I time lapse everything on my videos, because I can't talk and concentrate at the same time. Okay, so that's the texture on the head so far. We need to get the eyeball in so we don't lose who he is. I think eyeball. His eyeball's actually brown. I never noticed that before. His eyeball's really tiny. They have exceptionally small eyes for elephants, don't they? Oh, battery's running out my iPad now. I was quite tempted at the end of this to actually come in and use pens on top and do the lines with pens, but I don't know whether that's going to end up too black. Sorry for all the random background noise. Yeah, that eye I think I'm going to need to do with something different. I'm going to... It does work, but I don't want it really thick. We'll see how that goes. What am I doing, guys? I need a pen. Yeah, I think for my darkest areas, I am going to have to bring a pen in. I think that makes a lot of difference. There's not a huge amount in the way of a highlight, to be honest. I wonder if I can cheat a little bit. Just bring the colour of the eye up slightly. That's not too bad. Right, I want to do as much as I can with the paintbrush, but as I say, if I come along, let's see what I can... Oh no, I can. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. I haven't got enough light and shade difference, I don't think. Let me take the that off. See if that, yeah, it has. Good. Okay. It's just given me some little highlight textures. You probably can't see it very well, but it has done what I need it to do. So his head's pretty smooth. There's not a lot I can do with regards to... So if I come in and erase now, I want to see what happens. So let's erase a bit of that out. Okay, so I definitely think the softer eraser works better than the rough side of the eraser. So I think I'll probably end up using that a bit more. Hi Jennifer, hi lady. They're just funky tools. They're just so unusual. So I just want to create a bit of... I really want to see how... I want to try something. That's quite a nice... I don't think it makes a huge amount of difference though. I think that needs to be a bit smoother on top. I want to try and keep what I'm doing loose to the point where I'm not spending ages doing it, and I'm not doing myself any favours right now. It's honestly been such a busy few days in the house. We've completely redone the kitchen, which it was desperate for. We've painted the den. So my den's had a nice new coat just to make sure it's nicely protected. I'm finding with the thin brush I need it much wetter. No, you're teasing me by eating cheesecake, aren't you?
Don't look. Yeah, it looked afterwards.
I have got some grey pens that I could probably use actually. You know when you just don't know the vibe of what you're going for, if that makes any sense. But the dry brushing bit on it works really, really well. I'm going to have to go and watch some of her tutorials. I can't even remember her name now. Hi, Emily. Right, let's see if I can get any finer highlights on the top of the head there. Oh yeah. I run out. I've got loads left. Why is it being so weird? My eraser's just being strange. I'm going to chop the end off. It's just... I'll be honest with you guys, I completely forgot about the live feed. It wasn't until Erica asked me, "You doing a live feed today?" that I was like, I totally forgot. Because I've been on such a work zone today with my Etsy store that, yeah, I completely forgot, to be fair. You've got to have a go at everything at least once in your life, right? Just might as well. There's not enough contrast happening. The one thing I haven't tried yet actually is a white pencil. I have no idea if that will work on here. I'll give it a go in a minute because I think that'd be quite interesting to see. Right, let's try and dry that section a little bit more. Should we give it a go? Should we see if the white will work? Or I could use the titanium buff. Hey, nice. Honestly, my lovely, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. You know when you just spaced out? I would never forget my art family. I forgot it was Wednesday. I mean, let's face it, who knows what hell of the time of day of the week it is right now, because I certainly don't have a clue. The white works-ish. I'm not mad on it. Bring that down a little bit just so it's not such a height of a wrinkle. I don't know, this bit's annoying me. I don't know. Let's try the pencil, see how we get on. Needs to be much darker here to create the curve. So I want to keep it quite dark, so I need to work with it quite dry. just dabbing with a clean wet brush just to give me a bit more texture, because it pulls the colour out just like it would with watercolour. Hopefully that translates down the camera. Yeah, you can see it. There we go. That's what I needed. I needed some depth to give shape to the eye. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, honestly, the fibro fog is in full pelt this week, and especially today. So I've gone a lot darker, but I actually really like the darkness of it. I want it to be really moody. That's the point of this one. I wanted it to convey I don't know, a sense of movement and mood. It needed to just have something that my work maybe doesn't always have. I think I've just killed my iPad. Do you know what? I'm going to stop looking at a reference as it's just died. No, it's fine. I'm going to do this without a reference. Which is probably not a good idea, but... Let's see if I can go in dark enough. Yeah. I'm going freeform, peeps. It's gonna get a bit risky. Hi, Kaylee. So I pretty much only have a little tiny view of my reference. So I'm afraid we are pretty much winging it here. Let's just needs a little bit darker up here. And the thing is as well is you're getting the graphite shine. So maybe if you see, can you see the difference at all? So you still get the shine that you get with graphite, which is a little bit frustrating, but what can you do? He's getting there, isn't he? He is getting there. So I might... Where's my brush pen? I do want it to be... just that little bit. The more solid you use the paint, the more graphite shine you tend to get. She's probably grateful for the break. Oh dear. Oh, very good, Rob. Very good. That's probably why you can't see all the texture. It's so annoying. Yeah, he's getting there, isn't he? I think once we come to the tusk, let me pull you down a little bit. I love that texture. Just, oh, it's really annoying we're not having a reference. Just get my phone. I don't want to wing it to the point where I ruin it. Okay. Nope. So we need to be our absolute darkest around here. Ah, I see. I finally see it. Okay, so I need to bring that up and around. There. There we go. Yeah, see, my stepdad brought me up with a really sarcastic sense of humour. So sarcasm runs quite a lot in this house. And Amelie has inherited my sarcasm. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's going to be a challenging experience. Let's put it that way. Right, the ear should actually come around here. So I've completely changed that somehow. Not that I think it particularly matters. I'm using the Spectrum Noir watercolour painting, no watercolour paper at the moment. I just find it stands up really well and doesn't buckle as easily as cold press paper does. I'm pretty sure this is hot press because it just doesn't buckle like other papers do that I use. So I've lost the shape of his ear. Not that actually I think that matters either. I think no, you need the point to be able to differentiate. So so we're going to repair this bit. So I'm going to make that wet and lift the colour up. In fact, I can see the colour now. You can't, but you can see that that's actually blue. See, I don't think erasing works for getting the colour, but I do think lifting seems to work. So you can't even see, you can just about see a yellowish tone there. Okay. Let's have a go with the pencil, see how we get on. I do think we need to be much darker under here. Oh, I don't want to do it in pencil. Ah. Okay, while I've still got graphite on the end of my brush, I'm then going to pull out that colour again like we did before. It's a really good way of creating some light shadows and mid-tones without having to do any extra work. Night, Kaylee. God, whose stream were you being rude in earlier then? All the naughty people become moderators. Oh dear. Do you know what? I could quite happily leave the elephant like that. I actually really love the coloration between these two areas. He obviously needs more details, but I absolutely love the coloration that it's created. I think because well, let's try it. Let's come on, brave girl pants. Let's do it with the liquid pencil. Oh, I bet she loved that, or he loved that actually. I don't actually know. How bad's that? I recognise the name, but I don't think I've ever watched any. I'm going to use a little bit of dry brushing texture. Oh my god, I'm falling in love with this. Oh, he's so cute. Thank you, Rob. Okay. It's quite frustrating because the paintbrush just doesn't hold. See, the graphite's drying the paintbrush out much quicker than it would ordinarily, which isn't a huge problem because it's given me a nice texture, but when you want some really nice fine details in there, it's not always giving me what I want. Oh, I'm loving him. So you don't do a lot on Wednesday. Wednesday is your live streaming day, is it? Oh, I can't wait to do these tasks. Yeah, that's what I like. That's why I'm quite tempted to keep that quite light. So I want to keep adding the creases, but I don't want to go overboard that we end up losing that light shade because I really like it. You'd have to forgive me holding my head, but yeah, my headache's progressively getting worse at the moment. I think it's because the amount of lights I've got to have on. Let's get some of that yellow in inverted commas. What I do need to create is a bit of depth in here though, so we are going to have to make it a bit darker to create that roundness. Like so. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. But it's cool that you're coming to watch. It's obviously a good time for live streams to happen. Right, let's do these tasks. Because I've done it with water soluble pencil, I can pretty much just lightly go in and wash that area out. And then I can add in any really dark areas afterwards once it's had a bit of time to dry. What I do need to do is round that off. Let's round it off now. And we're getting the exact shape we need. Let's use a 0.1. 0.1. I think that would be thin enough. I'm going to use a 0.1 black. Just to get some of these finer details in. I don't know if that's picking up through the camera. Probably not. As I come down this lighter area, you'll probably be able to see it a bit better. In fact, I think the graphite's drying my pen out. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Mine's all up here at the minute. It's right here. I can tell it's my eyes because my eyes are really sore. Oh, bless you, Rob. That's the trouble when you try and juggle too many art girlfriends, you see. You end up not knowing where to go, who to see. Try dry brush a bit of shadow into this bit. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap, because I've been using the medium, and I'm going to swap it to the dark. Honestly though, just make messy lines. That's all it is. That's all I'm doing. I think it depends how close. I purposely did it this small so I didn't have to deal with so many, if I'm honest. But as I say, I wanted something atmospheric and moody. Oh man, he's looking so nice. I'm really pleased with how he's coming out. Lost a bit of shape on that tusk area. I assume they have a technical name, but I don't know what they are. The skin that folds down over the tusk. I probably shouldn't have poured so much out of the tube, so I'm going to experiment, leave it overnight and see if it dries out. I can if you want me to. I haven't started this month, so I can do this month on that if you want. Losing the shape of the tusk now. I think that's a touch better. I want him to have some colour on that tusk. I don't want it to be... It's just smushing the graphite around. It's not putting any colour down whatsoever. Okie dokie. I shall work on... I'll work on a watercolour one then. Right, just get some final lines in. I'm going to show you something in a minute. I'll wait until I've done this and then I'm going to show you. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing that last one. I think that's right up your street, Rob. I think it's definitely your style, isn't it? Okay, I don't want to do too much more on him because I think I'm going to spoil him otherwise. I'm going to put his eyelashes in because I think that's important. Just getting a few darker lines in, I think, where it needs it a little bit. I do love this patch here. I think that's just worked out so well. My coffee's actually cold. I forgot to drink it. You know, something's wrong when you forget to drink your coffee. I'm going to make that a bit more solid under here. Just so we got a bit more difference between the front. Pretty sure I can hear my cat snoring. It's just not working on that size. Let's see. Nope, I don't know if the graphite's causing some sort of resist. I don't 100% know. I don't want to use too much pen on there, but what I'm going to try and do is see if I can get this yellow to look yellow at all. Not likely, but we'll give it a go. I'm just going to do a wash. And then just dab it off. No, that is completely lost, so I need to get rid of all of that. That just shows how much darker I need to go. So I need to go darker on his nose. What I don't want it to do is look like, I'll tell you what, let's see if we can, oh we can, okay. There we go. I didn't want his tusk to look like I'd literally just drawn it on. Just shows how much darker I need to go under his tummy as well. Oh, yeah, I said it. I don't think I've got any black out. If I do, it's going to have to be watercolour. Or does it? Or does it? Let's have a look-ski. Oh, okay. Once again, Jennifer's beautiful little gift is coming out of the drawer to be played with. Snapped the lead. I honestly think I'm trying to be completely and utterly over the sort of top with detail. I really don't need to be. I'm driving myself a little bit crazy, if I'm honest. So let's just move on. Let's just move on and do the background, and then I'll work out whether or not I feel he needs anything else. I need to be really careful when I'm doing this background. I want it to have colour. I need it to have colour. Well, that is what I'm going to show you. My folder's over there, so I need to go and grab it or get Coffee Man to grab it, but it sounds like he's really, really busy. Just trying to get some colour into the... It's got this really dusty background. And I'm hoping I don't mess it up by doing this, so fingers crossed. Will you zoom out? Okay, that's really dark. I don't want it to be that dark. Damn it. I've got to be careful because I don't want to re-blend out any of the pencil. Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Should have done my original idea. Right, no matter how long this takes, I think I'm going to have to call it quits soon because my head is really starting to pound. I want him to have this flash of colour, but I don't want the flash of colour to be like stupidly ridiculous. So, Let's go with yellow ochre. Get that really watered down. That's better. Just want it a bit darker, closer to his head. Probably going to trim the paper down. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you guys. I really am not. But you do, unfortunately. Not as, depending on how thin you go, will depend on how much shine you get. But you do get graphite shine still. This is the first one I did, and you can see how much shine you get on that. Can you chuck my folder? You don't have to get out, but could you? Oh. Thank you, darling. Okay, in here somewhere. I'm going to put that there because I'm going to show you in a second. So I'm going to do the peel off. I think I'm pretty much done. That's how much care I give right now to tidying up. So let's I'm running out of places to put my washi tape. Whenever I peel off washi tape, I always keep it because I reuse it. See the angle I'm pulling it off? If you pull it off at that angle, it doesn't tear your paper. Or at least it shouldn't. Yeah, definitely not as bad. So my drawers are just covered in bits of washi tape. Okay. It's all curled up. Uncurl. Okay. So you can see how much mess is down there. I don't know how much of that I'm actually going to be able to rub away. Oh, a fair slice. That's good. Ignore all the watercolour that's up there. Okay, so I'm going to show you an elephant that I did in 1996. 98. Damn it. Oh well, I'm cutting it. I'm cutting it. I'm cutting it. I need to sign it anyway. Let's just sign it now. Okay. So if I tilt, you'll get a better view of the depth. So you can see the shine on there, but the tilting just gives you a bit of extra depth. But he's not turned out too bad, has he? I'm quite liking it. In 1998, I was... Did I really do that in 98? That can't be 98. That must be 95. 98, I would have been 18. 18? Oh my God. 78, 88... No, I don't know now. Anyway, there's my 1998 watercolour elephant. I have a feeling I was older than 18. 98, I would have been 20. I would have been 20 years old. But that was my 20-year-old attempt at a watercolour, and that is my 42-year-old attempt at a watercolour. So there you go. Slight bit of difference over time there. There you have it. Anyway, I apologise for the live feed being a bit strange today, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really happy with the way he's turned out. I might pop him in my shop for sale actually, because he's turned out quite cute. I'll work on a watercolour pencil tutorial then for the August Patreon tutorials. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be. Don't forget the thumbs up. The algorithm loves that. And check out the previous video of when I first used these products. But I shall see you in the next video. Bye, guys.